starting at the Waiora, again, mā te reo koe karanga. You cannot enter until the kuia calls. And then they respond. And then the movement will start to come in. Yeah. The same on a marae. You cannot enter a marae unless the kuia calls. And then the process, the marae's been opened up then. And mā te reo, for that karanga, it opens up the way for the maniwhiri to come onto your marae. Well, the process is they come in.
Yeah.
They follow all the way in, the kai karanga will call them all the way in so well. They, because in their karanga they will be announcing who they are, where they are from, if there are any bereaved families with them, and what the kaupapa is they came for. That's in their karanga. And the kai karanga on this side, of course, will be calling them as maniwhiri first, calling them on the connection of the kaupapa, and then they're bereaved, and then maybe where they might say where they're from, and then their tribe will be called as well by the kai karanga. And that'll happen all the way in through, right in, until they whakatau, until they're welcome to be seated.
Yeah.
And then the Kaumatua will get up and Rauawaawa will get up and do the karakia and go straight into mimi.
And for the Kaumatua, their ears are open to hearing what's happening out there, so that they too can hear, who are these people, where have they come from, who's in that ope, because you have a huge crowd, or even just a single, down to 2 or 3 people. They still need to have an understanding of, who are those people out there? Where have they come from? Yeah, so we too, and when you're listening to the karanga from both,
you've heard,
and you hear that, and so it sort of prepares you as the the kai kōrero to be able to respond, to welcome them. Yeah.
Then the mihi will go, and then the will start. Then the waiata will come. Now you already have prepared who's going to do the waiata, whether it be the kotaitanga or the ruruhi or the rōpu waiata. But the first waiata should be motetia. The first waiata. In the community, they like to go the old waiata. But for the first waiata, depending on the depth of the kōrero of the Kaumatua, which the first kai kōrero will have that depth, and they should have a motetia to enhance their kōrero. And then they can, should the community, which normally do, fall into the instrumental songs. Because motetia will kinaki the kōrero of the Kaumatua, that would be talking about the bereaved as well, and as well as the living faces of those who have gone beyond. So that's why it's very important to have a motetia at the beginning, because it covers all that. The bereaved families, the lost loved ones, the area that they come from, the ancestry that they cover with them. The motetia covers all that.
That's why it's important for the women, for the singers, like for the ones supporting the kai kōrero, to listen, because somewhere in that kai kōrero will be the waiata.
Yeah.
They'll know, this is our waiata, because of what the Kaumatua is in his mihi. Yeah, so I know, like, say people that come from outside, a lot of them don't sort of know those sort of differences, so they've already prepared their waiata. So they'll come prepared to sing, and because that's all they know. They had to have a waiata after the speaker, but to be in depth, it's more like is what Fire's just explaining. Yeah, so
It's so fantastic stuff, when you think about it. And when you're actually actively in that role, you don't think about those things, You just know you got to do it like this. That's the right way. That's the tikanga. That's the kawa. And that's what you focus on.
Yeah, and I know just listening to the women speaking, or even to your own women, your own family, that they talk about those things for women, that they need to listen, and that's why, sometimes someone will get up and sing a waiata, and yet it's nothing to do with the speech of the person that said it, but, oh well, hey, haere tonu.
Like Matua was saying, in the karanga that's coming in and the response, or karanga from this side and the response from that side, already lets them know who the people are. So they're already collecting their thoughts on how they will meet to that tribe that's coming in, who their mountain is, who their river is. Again, going through the same thing, respecting their ancestry, and sometimes mentioning their tupuna. They might come from down the line and whiti and tohu, Those kind of kōrero come up in the kōrero, or tūwhare toa, and you talk about the heu and that line, and it happens, and it enhances and it honours the people that are coming in, that their ancestry, that they're the living faces of those people, those ancestors that our pai are talking about. And what a wonderful honour, to go on a marae and you hear them talking about your ancestor.
And I guess for the, for Rauawaawa, it's important that we know, where's this group coming from? Might be just one of the community groups. But if we can say, no mai haere mai, say the city council, and that lifts them too, because, they know who we are.
Yeah. They've respected us.
They've respected us. Yeah.
We mean something. We're important. And that's what we do in our kōrero and our karanga, is lift the people that come. Make them feel that they're being honoured.
Yeah.
You see, look at him, the beehive, you whare mere and all those sorts of things.
All of those differences, in our workplace, to be recognised and to be respected. To be the last speaker is not always the best. Depending.
Best position to be in.
Best position to be in, especially if you're the tangata whenua, because that's your job. That's the tikanga, to acknowledge all those speakers that stood up.
And that's why they call it whai kōrero.
Yeah.
Whai kōrero, whai means follow, So the first speaker kōrero, the second one follow, whai.
Yeah.
Whai, that's why they call it whai kōrero. They're following the kōrero. And enhancing, and as well as the kōrero coming across, they're following that as well. That's why it's called whai kōrero. Karanga, since I'm talking about whai kōrero, karanga means ka ranga koe te iwi, you're bringing the people together. That's the meaning of that word, karanga, ka ranga, like you weaving the people together. So like, the ranga is weaving, So ka ranga, you're bringing the people together. So you got whai kōrero, you got karanga. Those are the meanings of both those like maioha. Maioha is another thing. Look, when they put down the koa, you karanga it, but really it's a maioha or a pau. They call that, sometimes the visitors will put it down and one of their women will get up and do a pau for that koa, And then the haukainga will get up and do a karanga o a maioha. And the maioha, again, that's another word. Maioha is mai toha. Mai, from your inner, out to your mouth. Mai toha.
Maioha.
Yeah, so, those are some of the women's roles.
Yeah. And usually if you're the last speaker as the person coming on, the manuwhiri, I heard whaia talk about koha. That's the person who places the koha down on the floor. And for Tainui, that's what we do. We put it down on the floor. But you go to other areas,
it differs.
They're kawa. This is kawa, okay? Kawa and tikanga is you hand it to them. You hand it in the hand. And depending where you are, I've seen them, they hand it as you walk in. Or else if you haven't given it, you still hand it to the hand. You'll meet each other at the...
When you go to
You
Hariru.
don't put it down, yeah. So, and of course the koha is to support the occasion. And sometimes you hear some of the last speaker say, oh, well, this is the mutton, the chicken, or the kaimoana, but, it's all to sort of support the occasion, and that's the koha. Because in the elder, way back, that's all our people had. But today we use money or, putea. Yeah. So.
And like we were saying earlier, the hariru is important to seal that connection. The hariru and the honga, the hongi.
Yeah.
It's very important to seal that connection, to acceptance on both sides, that you've come together and you've accepted the kōrero from either side and you've accepted them onto your haukanga, then they become haukanga as well. After the hariru, they'll be going to the partake of kapati or kai.
The manaki, yeah. From the haukanga.
The manaki from the haukanga, which seals it all. You're partaking in like breaking of the bread.
Yes. Nourishment,
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a kai, depending on the times of the day, whether it's a cup of tea, or if it's lunchtime with the ranui, then it's lunchtime, or if it's dinner, so. But those are the support, that's all, and they all link to, I guess, what's a better word, to help that day become a wonderful occasion of meeting of the people or the visitors to the haukanga. Hey,
Yeah, acceptance.
compliments.
Acceptance.
Acceptance.